Hi, Miss Lewis again from VLC, and we're still in our series about individualized education plans. In our last video, we talked about what ILPs are all about, the basics. In this quick video, I really want to share a bit about the power of having personalized learning. Can I tell you the truth? Don't stone me down, I'm just telling you the truth as I experience it. A lot of parents give focus to the idea of I want a one-on-one teacher, but I want to challenge that thinking in this video. Student improvement is not solely based on I want a one-on-one teacher. Having just a teacher and your child does not guarantee that learning is personalized. So even before I get into the things, don't vex with me, but just receive it. I bring it from a place of love. Don't just focus on one-on-one. Focus on the personalization of the experience, because a student can have a one-on-one, but if the learning isn't personalized, having a one-on-one will have very little impact. I'm just going to leave it there out in the garden. If it relates, you can plant it and let it grow a better understanding. If it doesn't apply, leave it alone. But I just wanted to stick that in there. It's not just about the one-on-one. It's about the personalization of the learning. Yeah? In many classrooms, classes are large. 20, 25 large classrooms. One teacher, one pace, one method. All children do learn the same though. We know it, but the reality is, what do we do with that understanding? Some students just never get it because all students don't learn the same. So here's the thing. When we begin to think about ILPs, the Individualized Learning Plan creates a record of the tailoring of the teach-learn experience that would help to personalize the learning. So when you as a parent begin thinking about ILPs and you begin thinking about personalized learning, I want to encourage you to think about how is the learning going to reach my child in ways that are auditory, meaning they learn from what they hear, in ways that are visual, meaning information is presented in ways that they can see, in ways that are kinesthetic, meaning information is presented or learning is experienced in ways that they're able to do and to feel, and whether the experience can be focused, can be flexible, can be adjusted in its pace. These are the things that make learning personalized, not the fact that your child is sitting across the table from a teacher at the end. No, that's a personalization. Tailoring the learning in ways that cause the student to experience it in all these different forms, that's a large part of personalizing the learning, because it means what we're doing now is that we're tapping into learning styles, and we're saying I understand my child, or I understand my student, I understand how they function instinctively. So I'm going to present information to them in these forms, not only based on these forms, but I'm making sure to give it to them in a way that is instinctively clear to them. So while I can train them in other ways, I'm making sure they're not lost. I'm making sure that learning is comfortable. I'm making sure they could stay happy in the way that they learn. These are some of the things we're looking at. And so when we're making learning personalized, we're not just trying to help our children to keep up. We're helping them to grow and to learn in ways that make sense for them. Yeah, and sometimes let me put it out there one time. I really want to encourage parents. Sometimes the ways that make sense for our kids may not make sense for us. It mightn't be our style. My style as mommy, or my style as daddy, my style as granny, my style as auntie. It mightn't be my style. But please let me encourage you, don't invalidate your child. If your child learns differently from you, that doesn't make your child's style less than. It just makes it different. Yeah, I really want you to think about that, because as for many parents, we do that. Oh, you can't learn like that. Well, maybe he or she can. I'm not there, I can't speak to it, but I'm just encouraging you, be open-minded. Because it's not about rigidity. It's not about you must and you must and you must. It's that I want you to learn. And because I want you to learn, if these ways work well and we could see produce results, Why not? Something to think about. But personalizing the learning, whether in school or at home, means saying or asking, where is the child at right now? That means we need data. And again, I'm going back to the encouragement here that says, don't just make those decisions based on how you feel. Make those decisions based on real data. Data that says that I have grades to look at. More than grades, I have feedback to refer to. I have test scripts to analyze. Use the data to inform it, not just the feeling. Use the data. Don't just guess through it. Take a thought or look into what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses. Is it phonics? Is it comprehension? Is it attention to detail? Is it confidence? Is it their mindset? What is it? What is your child struggling with? It can't be that we're just sitting and saying, oh, my child not doing good. Okay, fine, we get that. Why is your child not performing well? Let's go deeper into it. Have the conversations. And I get it, many parents don't know the answers to these questions. But this is why conversations are important. Whether it's conversation with the teacher, conversation with the principal, conversation with a private provider that can do some sort of consultation, analysis, assessment, something. Have conversations. Sitting feeling overwhelmed and eating up at yourself isn't going to help anything. Have conversations so that way you can create a plan to move forward. Pay attention to what didn't work so that way we can now create frameworks that will work. Yeah? So all of that to say, your child is just not a number in terms of, how many people in a class. No. Your child is not just his or her test score. It's not about just thinking of your child and say, oh gosh, my child behind. No. Your child is a whole human, a whole learner. Your child has gifts, your child has strengths, your child has challenges, your child has a future. And it's our job as parents and service providers to look into that and say, how can I help this child, that child, the other child, tap into their future, maximize who they are, and tap into the thing that's on the inside and bring it out so they can move from point A to point B. That's what we're here for. And I really want to encourage you, we're not going to go into the academic year down and discouraged. We're going to have a mindset. The purpose of this particular video in the series is to say, mommies and daddies, have a mindset that says we're going to do whatever is necessary to make sure children have personalized learning experiences. And when and where it can happen in school, great. Then with the majority of hours, it's covered. But if for some reason it's that's not a reality for you, it doesn't mean it's hopeless. It means you just have to get creative, get help. Check in with us. We offer academic consultation. We're going to be able to chat with you, help you figure it out, all of that good stuff, and help you figure out how you could then make it personalized at home or otherwise. But the point is, we're going to get it done. We're not going to go through another academic year and say, oh my gosh, I complain, blah, blah, blah. No. There's a challenge, we're going to do something about it. So we're going to make that commitment to each other. We're going to do something about it. Let's personalize their learnings. Let's open the doors and let's get a new result. If we want a different result, we have to be willing to do different things. Yeah? So that's going to be our commitment. Gosh, don't vex with me now. I know I was a little serious in this one, don't vex with me. But I bring all of it from a place of just wanting the best for your kids. So let's push forward. Let's make some things happen. And in our next video, we're going to talk about what goes into building an individualized learning plan. So that way, our VLC parents can know what we have going on concerning their kids. And parents who are probably thinking about doing academic consultation to have this service, you could know what we could possibly do for your kids as well, or what you should be looking at your school and expecting and anticipating that they're going to come to you to say, hey, this is what we have going on. Yes, you guys, thanks for checking in. Take care. We're going to stay in touch. And until the next time, remember to stay in touch with us on socials at the Literacy Centre. So that way, whenever we have new updates, whatever, you can stay in touch. Yeah? Bye.